Welcome to Yamen's Take on Things, and this is the Pajama Party series. Today, we have a very special guest, and we're going to be talking about a very interesting topic. Relationship skills are essential skills. I don't even know what this is about, so I want to really find out. I'm very, very curious about what this is. And today we have Dr. Rumen with us. She is a doctor of mechanical engineering, a youth mentor, and obviously my sister. I'm sure you can see the resemblance. Dr. Rumen, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so please, relationship skills are essential skills. What is this? First of all, what kind of relationships are we even talking about here?
Yeah, I was talking about romantic relationships, especially friendships, not so much, but more romantic relationships that we're hoping to lead to long-term relationships, serious relationships, marriage, as the case may be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm more interested now. So what is the inspiration behind this idea? Like, where did you come up with relationship skills being essential skills? Like, it's weird.
Yeah, the way the thought came to me, because I do a lot of self-reflection, I just realized that, okay, I'm 28 years old, and I realized that I've been in some kind of formal, structured education for 25 years. So that is from nursery school, primary school, secondary school, undergrad, university, postgraduate, and then my PhD. So it's 25 years of my life I have done formal education. And then I tried to compare to my relationship skills, what exactly have I done in terms of some kind of training for relationships, 0 to none. So I realized that we are spending so much time of our lives on gaining job-based skills, trying to do find our career path, trying to get that good career. We're trying to figure that out, but we're not thinking about relationship skills. We're not thinking about relationships at all. We just feel like when we figured out our career, then a serious relationship will just happen automatically. I think we've really missed the mark on this. So that's why this just came to me.
Okay, this is actually interesting because most people feel relationship skills are things that come to us naturally. Like you on a day-to-day basis, you meet people, you just talk, you just be yourself, in quotes, what people tell you to do. But now you're saying, oh, there are actually some kinds of training that we have to go through to be good partners in relationships. So tell us more about this.
So I think that's a very major misconception that relationships are supposed to happen naturally. We do not train for any other thing in our lives. We do not prepare for any other thing in our lives without doing some kind of training. So your job, your education, you do some kind of training. Even if you're trying to run a marathon, you do some kind of training. But when it comes to relationship, when it comes to marriage, we just assume it's going to happen automatically. So we just feel like, oh, we figured out our career. We're like, oh, I'm ready to be in a serious relationship now. I'm ready to marry. Then it's supposed to just happen. We're supposed to just know what to do. How are we supposed to know what to do without some kind of training? So I think that we need to change this mindset. We need to change the paradigm that we are just going to know what to do. Marriage is going to be, hopefully, it's going to be something for the most part of your life, maybe 3/4 of your life if you're lucky. So why are we not thinking about that length of time we're going to be in a marriage or a serious relationship and try to put into kind of effort in gaining that or those sets of skills? So that I think we should remove that concept that we're going to know what to do automatically.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And now I'm wondering, how formal are we saying here? Because are you saying, okay, we need a certificate? Oh, before you ask me out on a date, show me your CV, you know? So how formal are we talking here?
Well, ideally, maybe it should be that formal, but on a more serious note, it shouldn't be that formal because we do some kinds of training or other kinds of training that we don't get certificates. Like if you're learning how to code, you're learning how to draw, you're learning a new skill, you're learning how to cook, as the case may be, you do not need to have a certificate. You just need to be able to demonstrate those sets of skills. So it is more of demonstrating those sets of skills. It is more of how much effort have you put in? What is the investment you've put in? What is the time? What's that conscious investment? We shouldn't assume it's going to happen unconsciously. We have to make it conscious.
Okay. So now I'm asking myself, how much conscious investment have I put into my relationship skills? And I'm saying, okay, for the viewers out there who are trying to find out, how do I make this investment? What are the steps I need to take? Do you have any advice for them?
Oh, definitely. Just like any other skill, you either want to do a lot of self-study, you want to communicate with people that have that skill. So you want to look for someone that will train you. Just like we should make sure that we're looking at it like any other kind of skill we want to learn. If you want to learn how to become a fashion designer or a tailor, or as the case may be, you go to find an experienced tailor and then you train under them because you want to learn those skills. So we're talking about reading books, we're talking about going to seminars, webinars, going to talks, paying money to get the value for this, right? That's another thing that we need to bring our minds around, is the fact that we need to invest actual money in relationship and relationship skills. For example, our formal education to get a career, we spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of naira, as the case may be. Now we're looking at naira in our education, but how much have we actually spent in our relationships and relationship skills? Somebody might say, okay, I spend time looking good, doing my hair. These are important things, but it is as important as when you're going for a job interview, you need to look good, good clothes, good presentation. That is still the same thing. But what about actually spending money on relationship and relationship skills? So we need to be ready to spend that money. Pay the money for an experienced person. We're not going to be talking about people that want to swindle you and scam you. We're talking about actual professionals. Read their books, go to their seminars, learn from them. We need to put conscious effort in this.
Okay, so that's on one hand. But do you think there are people who are experienced? They may not be professionals. They might not have any title to say, okay, I'm a professional relationship expert. But like, for instance, maybe people who have been married for 30, 40, 50 years, or even our parents, do you think those are authorities on their own that we could, ask?
Oh, yeah. I think when we understand that we need to put in that conscious effort, so we're going to be looking for knowledge everywhere. We're going to be looking for it everywhere. So anywhere, any place, any person that you feel this person has something to offer, you ask your questions. You ask different scenarios. How do I develop this skill? We always hear things about in marriage, or you have to make sure that you are understanding, empathetic, caring, as the case may be. But sometimes these things are just abstract concepts. We need to bring in actual scenarios and say, okay, I've been in a particular situation. What should I do? What would you do in that situation? We need to talk about relationships more and relationship skills. We need to be open about it. Most people just do these things on their own, just trying to figure things out, try and error as the case may be. People have been on that path before you. People that have this experience, people that have this training, talk to people, get that conscious effort, conscious investment in relationships.
Okay. This actually makes a lot of sense. It brings a different point of view to relationships. So would you dare to make this hypothesis that the more conscious investment that we put into our relationship skills, then the longer our relationships will last?
Well, it depends. I'd say it depends. If we all individually are trying to be better versions of ourselves and better partners in relationships, yes, that hypothesis would be correct. But it depends on compatibility, depends on different things. But the fact is, if you know relationship skills, if you have developed relationship skills to a certain level, even if you are with an incompatible partner, or you're in a relationship that's not quite working out, you would know how to get out of it. You would know what to do. You would have that self-confidence enough to do the right thing. So it's just like any other thing. Like if you're in a job or you want to get into the job market, you try to get the right skills, refurbish your CV, pay me. Some people even pay people to write their CVs, as the case may be, go for the interview, practice your interview skills. Sometimes you don't get a job. I say I've done so much. It happens. But the thing is, you have gained that skill. And maybe the next job, then you do better. Maybe you get the job. Even when you're in the job, you want to keep improving your skills. So in relationships, even if this as well is for people that are already in relationships, you need to still keep improving, refreshing, trying to learn, trying to keep up to date, try to be a better partner. We need to make that conscious effort. So this is for everybody, I'd say.
Okay. Dr. Rumen, thank you so much for taking our time to do this interview. And just some final words for the viewers out there, those who are, like you said, already in relationships, looking to go into relationships. What do you think are your final words to them and your final advice?
Yeah, it's just again saying that you could be single, you could be in a serious relationship, you could be married, but we need to rewire our minds about relationships and relationship skills and understand that we need to keep improving and developing in relationships and relationship skills so we can become better partners. Conscious effort, conscious investment, just like any other skill. We need to make relationships like an actual thing, like an actual job, especially when it comes to like long-term relationships and marriage. These are serious things. People are getting married for the wrong reasons. People are staying in marriages for the wrong reasons. People are getting divorced at a very rampant rate. We need to try to do something consciously about this and become better partners in relationships by consciously investing in relationships.
Okay, wonderful. So viewers, there you have it. Relationship skills are essential skills. If you are convinced or if you are not convinced, please leave your comments in the comment sections and tell us your own take on this particular topic. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and just be beautiful, be you, be happy. Thank you so much for watching, and bye, Dr. Rumen. Bye.
Bye.